that's the one thing you're missing with the Celtics right now is you don't have a third guy right now. And I'm not ready to put Dennis Schröder as a third guy.
No, I'm not looking. No. All right. So we enter into Dennis Schröder, and interesting offseason, or interesting going back to the moment he declined the offer of the 4 years, $84 million from the Lakers, which was offered right before he had a bad shooting finals. Playoffs, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, and now he settles for 1 year, 5.9. That's what it's come to, across 3,000 miles away. Interesting to see where his head is and when he shows up. But it's an interesting saga. For sure. But does he improve the situation? Yeah, it's a point guard. You have and he can't play defense. We know that. But
he's fast. He can distribute and push the ball. Like, there's a lot to like out of Dennis Schröder, but there's a reason, Bob. There's a reason he came to the Boston Celtics for the mid-level exception at $5.9 million. And I talked to a bunch of people in the league, a couple that have played with him, and the word that I kept getting, Bob, you're not going to want to hear this. The word that kept popping up is selfish.
Oh, boy.
That's the word from teammates, from former teammates, and also executives who have been on his teams that he's played for. Is selfish, difficult to work with, immature. So ultimately, Dennis Schröder has an opportunity here to change the narrative and make a lot of money.
Yeah, right. There's one X factor, and I think it involves Tatum as well.
Yeah.
This new coach.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm being truthful, and I always like to say we should always be judicious with the use of the words always and never.
Right.
Okay. I literally have 50 years of NBA observation, professional observation. I have never, ever seen a circumstance in which a first-year head coach has entered a job with such universal acclamation. Never.
That's incredible.
Never. Everybody loves this guy, Ime Udoka. All right. I'm not talking about the Celtics. I'm talking about the outside world. And okay, this is wonderful. And by the way, I got a further acclamation for him from another source. All right, fine. I just hope that the fans aren't expecting him to get to the Garden by walking on Charles River en route. You know what I'm saying? I hope that people understand that. All right. But I'm telling you, everybody loves this guy, and the fact that he is an African American with a European tinge, an African,
and he works.
He's got everybody loves this guy. I don't know what kind of influence, how he's going to affect either Tatum or any of the new one, or Dennis Schröder in this new. He's played for an African American coach. I understand that, but still. I guess he has it on the way. He's played for 3 teams, but anyway, this is going to be interesting to see what effect he has too in this regard with this guy, because this guy's got obviously a certain obvious skill set, and he's a 14-point career scorer. He's averaged as many as 19 points a game. This shocked me when I looked him up.
Oh yeah, no, he's been productive.
You were throwing this by even the average reasonable NBA observer, and he gave me a profile. I'm going to give you a profile. It's a 28-year-old guard, who's played X years in the league, and he's averages 14. He's as many as 19 in a game. And I'd like to know how many people would guess Dennis Schröder on the first guess. Not too damn many.
Is he worth the risk? That's the big thing. And ultimately, Bob, here's the deal: is if you're Brad Stevens, you're clearing the deck for next season. So all you're getting are 1-year deals other than Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Robert Williams, and you have Al Horford's $14.5 million guaranteed salary next year, which you can move. So really, you've got 3 players that right now you're saying we are building around. And other than that, we are going to have as much flexibility as we can next season to go get a Bradley Beal. And if you can get a Bradley Beal, then Brad Stevens has done a hell of a job this offseason. But if you end up next year with the same cast of characters and you're bringing in, a mid-level shooter or, maybe you're getting rid of all these point guards and, you're bringing in another point guard, a mediocre, middle of the road point guard in the NBA. Well, then you failed. Like, you've done all this to be able to pair Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown with another top 30 player, maybe a top 10 player if it's Bradley Beal in the NBA. If you don't do that and next year you're in the same situation, then this is a wasted year, Bob.
Granted, and people, but the thing is, they're being honest about it. If people are paying attention, if fans are, I mean, I got in this question even yesterday. I was at a baseball game, got a question from somebody, about are they going to be any better? I said, probably not too much. We don't know. That's not the point. They're being honest about it. They're not lying to you. They're going with 1-year contracts. They're making it clear. We hope we can make a splash next year.
Right.
And that's it. This year,
but
whatever
you roll
happens.
the dice. Okay.
So whatever happens this year happens. I mean, that's why I'm looking at it.